I knew nothing about lingerie though, like zero when I opened the shop, nothing. I know a huge amount about the lingerie industry now, and I taught myself everything that I know. I went on a bra fitting course so I could fit my customers well, give them a good service. We had a massive following, actually from all over the country. It was a great business, but it was same old, so it was like 10 till 6 every day, and I was beginning to feel like a caged animal, to be honest. And actually what happened was, and in the course of this, I used to get ladies coming into me who'd had breast cancer, and they were asking me, quite simply, for a comfortable, supportive, pretty bra for after their surgery. And I just assumed it was on the market, because I didn't do mastectomy products. And I had a look, and it very much wasn't on the market. And these, I'll talk about that in a second. What these women were willing to do, though, is what really shocked me. They were willing to buy a maternity or a nursing bra, and most of them will have been through treatment which has left them infertile, and they were so uncomfortable in what they were wearing. They were willing to buy this from me because it was pretty and soft, and it was somewhere near what they were looking for, even though it wasn't perfect for them either. So I got interested in the whole area, and I got close to some of the ladies, and I got a lot of, I asked them a lot of questions. We talked a lot about it, and one of the things that really shocked me from the market side of things was my now main competitors. There's 3 of them, 2 are German and 1 are Irish. They are all prosthetic makers, so they're engineering companies basically, and they were making the breast forms. And the secondary question to them was, well, who's going to wear? Who's actually going, the bra that's going to be put on the woman that's going to hold up the breast form? So it was more a matter of scaffolding than who was actually wearing, who was wearing the product. So they were very much secondary in the thought process, the actual patients or customers.
So I find that so interesting, because that's what one of the key learning outcomes from this particular program and this module is that idea that we put the user first, center stage. And of course, a lot of engineering companies, for example, don't do that. I mean, they put the product first. They want to build a great product.
Yes.
Whereas you came at it from the customer side.
Yeah, we did, and actually, and it's kind of, I find it very interesting that I still have conversations with people now, other entrepreneurs or people in the associated world, and they say to me, "You're unusual that you put your customers at the centre of everything." Still unusual. Which I don't actually understand. My mind just doesn't work like that. I don't understand how you could build something without asking if somebody wants it first. And an awful lot of people do that.
But I think a lot of it is because, Ciara, I mean, we all think we know the solution. So I don't need to ask anybody because it's obvious what the solution is. Exactly. Whereas, of course, that's the absolute opposite to the truth.
Well, yeah, but exactly, and that's it. And I actually do think, though, my grounding in DIT, the course that we did, was hardcore, to be honest. And they drummed into us, market research, drummed into us that you put that first and foremost. And that has really stood to me, actually, because I'm not a lingerie designer, never will be. And we set up focus groups with breast cancer survivors here and in the UK, because I wanted to see whether there was a difference between the markets as well. And we asked 80 women, varying from straight after surgery, like one lady was 5 days after surgery, to 20 years after surgery, what had changed for them in their lingerie. Literally, that's all we asked. So what's different for you now compared to before you had breast cancer? And like, it was just mind-blowing, the amount of information we got, and how open they were. Like, they were taking off bras, showing us breast forms, showing us scars. Like, it was very, they were so delighted to be asked, and that was one thing that really struck me. And they talked about how horrible and uncomfortable the underwear was that they had to wear after surgery, and that really affected me. So we designed them from the horse's mouth, like literally. So, I mean, none of this is rocket science. No wires, no tags, no seams, front opening, extremely soft, pretty. We got input from doctors and nurses, so we knew what helped nurses, like with drain management, bras rolling up. ease of looking at them after surgery, so you can open the dressings easily, all that kind of stuff. And literally we put all that together and it became our range. So our range is very small. We've got 3 types of bras and 2 types of briefs.